are a number of superstars here tonight, and it's all about showing that you are the best. We are live on Fortnite. This is a free-for-all battle here at EON Network's Horizon. Ladies and gentlemen, later on tonight, we're waiting for Micah's father to join us a bit later on to explain exactly why he's going to be divorcing Micah's mother, and that's going to be something that we're going to be learning about. But later on tonight also, we understand we have a championship match on the line. Miss the champion defends the title against Demon Slayer. That is your main event here at Gameside. Adrian, Madden, Rebel, and T, this is going to be an absolutely incredible game night.
Yeah, but you know about that coward of a husband. You know, I need answers. You know, we need answers. You need to come up, show up, and tell us exactly why you're getting a divorce with your wife. I mean, think of your kid. Think of your son. You know, your son is being suffering from this, and also I need to talk to Fortnite management because I thought I had this game canceled.
Well, it's not canceled, all right. In fact, it is red hot here on this game. One of the most popular games in the history of video games. But we're going to talk about Micah's dad in just a moment, as we're seeing now the main event here at this round. It is Kai2 Crazy who got shotgunned by Mist. Mist is, remember, he's going to be defending his championship against Demon Slayer, the #1 contender later on tonight. So this is going to be perhaps maybe very good practice for Mist, for him to try to gain some confidence and momentum heading into that championship match later on tonight.
You see, Mist just got the 1 point on the boards, and you know we got round 10. We're going on to 10 rounds. You know, I'm excited to see who come out victorious in this horrible game.
I mean, it's not really horrible, by the way, but nonetheless, the great fans, the great members really having a great time. But again, later on tonight, we're getting set for this championship battle. It is Mist, the champion, defended the title against the #1 contender, none other than Mythical. Mythical went to the #1 contendership a couple of weeks back, earning his championship opportunity tonight against Mist. Mist seems very, very confident that he's going to be walking out of here as the champion. And do you agree with that assessment here?
Yeah, I mean, you know, Mist has been dominating for the past weeks, past 2 months, past 3 months that we've been here on not Rocket League, Fortnite. Yeah, so I do have confidence that Mist can come up victorious again tonight. We're gonna see if he can keep that title.
Well, we're going to find out later on tonight. Hey, by the way, new acquisitions joining us here tonight. That seems to be the theme every single weekend here, part of the EON Network. In fact, we actually are joined by new members, including Gamerboy, who joins us for the very first time here tonight. And also none other than, I understand that Ami is joining us here also for the very first time, somewhere in the game at this point in time, really having a fun time, and that's what it's all about here, T. When it comes to acquisitions, we are open to any and all to join in and try to make an impact for yourself.
Well, Kai2 Crazy is doing what he needs to do. Kai2 Crazy is just getting prepared, getting his health so he can go into battle, so he can be on top again.
Well, Kai2 Crazy obviously involved in the matchup. There is Demon Slayer, #1 contender. Kai2 Crazy, Mist is still alive along with Cratch. Wait a minute, here we go. Battle ensuing here between Mist and Scratch. Just got eliminated by Kevobox. And Kevobox trying to get as many eliminations as possible. But remember the rules, though. Whoever has the most amount of round wins will indeed be the winner of this entire free-for-all matchup. It doesn't really matter with the amount of eliminations. You can eliminate every single person in the lobby. However, if you're not last man standing, you will not be winning, or at least getting the point for that round.
Game Boy is up on top. He's trying to get the upper hand here again, but that did not cover. So I mean, Game Boy is trying to stay into this match.
Yeah, Gamerboy looking a really good job in there. In fact, going to make contact to the ground below, trying to stay away from all the action so he can regroup and reassess the situation. Again, this is his first time showing up here tonight, a part of the EON Network's broadcast. Going to have a lot of fun in this matchup. Turns his attention against Mist. Mist, the champion, involved in this matchup as well. Mist is trying to send a message to Demon Slayer, perhaps, because remember later on tonight, it is Demon Slayer and Mist, one-on-one for the championship. And if you're Mist, he would love to, of course, stick it to Demon Slayer, to eliminate Demon Slayer in these matches, to send perhaps an emphatic statement for that championship match later on tonight. And Demon Slayer, wait a minute, Gamerboy, I think for a moment, was trying to attack some of the superstars above.
Game Boy is, I think Game Boy is trying to, Game Boy just got taken out, but it looked like Game Boy was gonna be taking out Miss right there.
Eliminated by the champion, and the champion recreating, once again, recuperating his life. Going to go after Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer and Twitch Mist really do have, and I'll get to that in just a second, later on tonight. Remember, these two are going to be meeting up one-on-one for the championship, so this is going to be a little bit of a preview, a little omen for what's to come for that championship matchup. I was trying to get at this, that Mist and Demon Slayer really have some very similar tactics if you, of course, get the chance to analyze these two. These two are very fast-paced, but they're so calculated at times as well. They don't want to make any mistakes. You best believe both of these guys have a lot of passion for Fortnite. Demon Slayer in trouble. Demon Slayer falling off. And now Mist reaches to his second victory in this free-for-all matchup now. Mist with 2 points.
Like I said, Mets is going to try to do everything that he can to stay on top of things, and that is what I mean, that's what you have to do. You have to do anything to be the last man standing, and he's looking good, and he's going to look pretty good in that championship match.
And we are live on Twitch, but not only that, we understand that this is going to be broadcasted on YouTube a bit later on as well. So if you're watching this on YouTube, thanks for joining us. Ian Up represented Friday Night's Horizon, broadcasting live here on Fortnite. Adrian, Matt, and Tea Time here at GameSide. But let's talk about this for a moment. Again, Micah's father going to be joining us. Listen, I'll tell you one thing. That kid, kid, a couple of weeks ago, distraught. Well, he was right. Micah, the kid himself, was distraught, dejected, very much upset over the fact that his own parents were going to get a divorce, that they were going to get a divorce. And last week, it was Micah who called out his father, asking why, father, why? Why are you divorcing my mother? And perhaps maybe tonight, that father will make it here tonight to explain.
We're gonna see if that coward can show up tonight. I mean, because we do, like I said, we need answers. I mean, you're putting your child through this heartache, right? And we need to know why. What's the reason? You know, I mean, that's what we want to know, Adrian.
Well, you got to feel sorry for the kid as this matchup is underway. More people joining us by the second. Mist is still looking on. Is the man that has dictated the pace of this matchup. Still thus far winning this. He does have 2 round wins. Remember, this matchup is going to go until round 10. So whomever has the most amount of game wins by round 10 will officially win this entire thing. But I want to go back to the whole Micah thing. I mean, again, not only is this kid dejected, can you imagine the fact that he's willing to go out here and air this situation going on with his family? You got to believe that it's very serious for Micah to come up here to join Eon Network and to say, hey, listen, guys, I need to share a story with you guys. My parents are getting a divorce. Imagine how distraught he is inside for him to go public about this so he can get help.
Yeah, I mean, he's a brave young man. You know, I'm gonna say brave for doing this. You know, because a lot of people would not be this bold. You know, to go and say that their parents are getting divorced. So Micah, he has heart. He has a good heart.
Shotgun right behind by Mist on a nuclear point. That was on point for sure, courtesy of Mist. Nevertheless, though, Micah is very much a huge advocate when it comes to this community. In fact, I understand a lot of people are supporting this kid, and deservedly so. And Kevin Box, though, boxing himself, but did indeed get eliminated, courtesy again by Mist. It's Demon Slayer and Mist. These two, again, are going to be neck and neck in this juncture. Remember, later on tonight, these two are going to go face-to-face, one-on-one for the championship. So, hey, again, a little bit of a preview later on, but if you're Demon Slayer, you would still like to stick it to Mist as well. Mist got Demon Slayer a couple of times before, so it would be great for Demon Slayer on his end to eliminate the champion.
You know, this kind of reminds me of when Mist and Kai2 would go back and forth, you know, like a game of checkers. So, and this is the same thing that Demon Slayer and Mist is doing. They're going back and forth like checkers here, trying to get one-up each other.
Well, it is all about entertainment, it is all about competition, and it's all about passion. And when you combine all those traits here tonight, you get a spectacular game night like how we're doing it tonight. And look at Demon Slayer using some sort of balloon, or at least a couple of balloons. But wait a minute, Demon Slayer didn't stick to landing, and that allowed... Who was that?
I think that was Mist.
That was Mist. Mist actually just won literally his 3rd consecutive round, which means that is the hat trick. Mist now has 3 points. And if you're Mist, though, you must be smiling. You must be gleeful that over the fact that it was Demon Slayer who made a mistake there. Demon Slayer perhaps had a strategy at mind. However, that strategy unfortunately did not come into a success because it looks like Demon Slayer, he fell off.
Miss is a very, very good champion. He knows what he's doing in all these Fortnite matches, and he's a tough cookie to beat. And I'm excited to see what comes up this free for match.
And listen, I'll give him this. Mist is probably one of the greatest Fortnite players we've ever had in the history of the network. I'll give him that. But again, I'm not a fan of his attitude, as I've been saying over the past couple of months. Still not necessarily a fan of his attitude. He's one of these guys that go around and perhaps maybe pretends to be better than everyone just because he has the ability to back it up.
I mean, you just said it right there. Back it up. You can't say anything and not back it up. So that is what makes you the greatest.
But the thing is, though, T, that a lot of people perhaps would find that arrogant for Mist to have all the accomplishments and use those accomplishments as an excuse to stomp over everybody and, well, be better than everyone in his mind and treat everybody differently.
Well, when you're on the top of your game, like Mist is, of course you're gonna have that mentality of being the best of the best at everything. So yes, the Mist is feeling like he's on top of the world, and that's what he needs to bring into this match in the championship.
Demon Slayer got knocked down by Mist again. We didn't catch that via our cameras, but it happened on the lower left of your screen as Crazy got eliminated along with Nuclear Point. Moments ago, we saw Ami getting eliminated at the hands of Kai2 Crazy. Kai2 Crazy still in this matchup and is rolling on. And by the way, T, to kind of, contradict what you're saying, sure, maybe he can back it up, but is that going to be the final time? Is tonight going to be the final time that he has that attitude? If Demon Slayer is able to put Mist out, completely out, and end his championship reign, then I don't think Mist will ever have room enough to say that he's better than everyone.
And that's what Mist got to do. Mist got to, he got to maintain it. He got to stay focused on the prize. To defend that championship. That is the prize.
And Mist and Kai2 Crazy, the last two standing, and Mist yet again with a fourth victory here. I was just going to say, we saw these two. Remember the rivalry between Kai2 Crazy and Mist. In fact, the two met each other for a championship match a couple of weeks ago in which Mist was able to win that championship match. But now he has defeated Kai2 Crazy to get his fourth round victory. And I'll tell you one thing. Mist has 4 points thus far, and there is no denying that he actually is really good at the game.
I see one of the best. I mean, you see other people that is doing wonderful in this match, trying to get a point on the board, trying their all. But Mist is doing exactly what he needs to do. And that is survive. That is being the last man standing.
Well, I think everybody's doing wonderful here tonight. But when it comes to Mist, though, as I said, he does have a lot of pressure building up inside. The fact that his championship reign is up for grabs. But it's not just for Mist, it's also for Demon Slayer, who just got knocked down early going into this matchup. But I was just going to say that it's not only for Mist, it's for Demon Slayer as well. Demon Slayer's been a part of the network for quite some time. In fact, he was a former Rocket League champion. He's been here for so many years. He's been here impactful for so many times. He took a hiatus, but he returned now, and he has one goal in mind, to return with a championship up his sleeve. It is about Demon Slayer trying to reposition himself yet again onto the Eon Network ranks as one of the best, something that he had years ago on Rocket League. But now on Fortnite, it's a completely different world, and Demon Slayer wants to conquer that.
But you see, Mist got taken out just now. I think that was by Type 2 that took Mist out. But yeah, let's see, Type 2 Crazy get the point here.
Oh, and look at Gamerboy at the top, though. Agent Isaac looking at Gamerboy at least for a moment before Agent Isaac went back inside of the building. And there's a Fabianator. And Kai2 Crazy landing on his feet, going after Fabianator. Oh my, you gotta watch out if you're Fabianator, because here comes Kai2 Crazy with a whole load of butt kicking.
I think your negativity caused Mist to lose this round.
Well, wait a minute. It's not negativity, it's truth. And Agent Isaac has been shotgunned. You call it negativity here, T, but I just call it unbiased observations, at least from what I'm seeing it.
I mean, he's a champion. He's a great champion. He's holding this
That he
thing
is.
down, and he carrying the Fortnite championship on his own, and he's doing the best that he can.
And I'm not arguing that point. He's a champion. I mean, you can't dispute that. I'm just saying his attitude is a bit questionable. Wait a minute. Gamer Boy, though, has joined here tonight in Eon Network. This is his first broadcast. The fact that he's now last man standing along with Kai2 Crazy. Kai2 Crazy is one of the best we have also on Fortnite. So just imagine if Gamer Boy, on his first evening here tonight, is able to knock down a big superstar like Kai2 Crazy on his first broadcast. It would be a huge milestone for his first episode here for Gamer Boy, who's gonna do desperate tactics to eliminate Kai2 Crazy.
I'm still, I mean, you know, you talk about champion and saying he's cocky and stuff. You need to be cocky if you're the champion. You need to do everything to keep that championship, and that's what this game is about. To be the champion, to be the best. That's what you need to do.
There's a difference between being cocky and actually being humble and confident, and that's something that Miss extremely has. Yeah, goes around, tells people that he's better than them. I truly believe that it's wrong, in my opinion, for anybody to go out around and tell people that he's better.
Yeah, okay, Logan Paul, humble.
Logan Paul is not humble at all. I'm not quite sure what you're talking about.
You just say humble. That's his thing.
Logan Paul's not him.
Oh, well. Nonetheless, though, Gamer Boy, though, landing on his feet, trying to shoot against Kai2 Crazy. Kai2 Crazy up and over the top, right above. Oh, my. Gamer Boy now getting significant amount of health lost right there, courtesy of Kai2 Crazy's huge shot. And Gamer Boy doing a really smart job, but Kai2 Crazy with a shot, though, literally up midair. Ladies and gentlemen, that was a very good display, though, from Gamer Boy. Again, his first broadcast here, T, and he was taking the fight to Kai2 Crazy, although Kai2 Crazy wins his first round.
There's two people that you need to be worried about in this game. It's that Kai2 Crazy and Mist. These two are someone that you need to pay close attention, because these two are going to win a match. These two are going to get things done.
Huge shout out to FunNight1234. In fact, got the chance to comment on our Twitch live here tonight. Said, quote, "Bro, these guys are crazy. Kevo Box is crazy." Again, it goes to show that the great fans are really watching here tonight live on our Twitch broadcast, being able to see this incredible competitive atmosphere that is transpiring right before our very eyes. And what a shot there by Mist again, trying to pick up the offense after the loss that he suffered in the previous round, trying to make sure he does not want to make that mistake.
Yeah, I mean, these people, they are all trying to be the best man. They're trying to be the last man standing. It's right. So, you know, you have to do anything and everything to get there.
And remember, I mean, for Demon Slayer, though, it's not just, as I said before, it's not just about Miss. It's about Demon Slayer trying to reposition himself, trying to put himself back into the main chapter, per se. Demon Slayer does not want to be overlooked. He doesn't want to be in the rear view end of that mirror. He wants to be in the front. He wants to be literally at the front of the line. He wants to be the guy that's going to be talked about. He wants to be the guy that people are going to look up to. And Demon Slayer just knocked down Mist. Demon Slayer got his revenge. Demon Slayer just showed Mist what he's all about.
That could be the thing that Demon Slayer needs to get him in the championship. You know, to gain an advantage in the championship, and we might see a new champion here. But you know, we'll see. We'll see.
Demon Slayer, though, trying to pick up the offense, and you're right there, T. I have to agree with you. I believe, in my opinion, that that's exactly what Demon Slayer needed. He needed that confidence boost, and he knocked down Mist. So what does that do? That allows Mist to understand, hey, Demon Slayer can knock me down, and there's a possibility that I can lose the title of Demon Slayer, in the mind of Mist, that is. Demon Slayer, though, going after... Oh, and Gamer Boy still alive, Agent Isaac as well. Kai2 Crazy alive. Hey, by the way, again, another shout out to none other than FunNight1234. He just said that he followed the channel, Twitch, on Eon Network. Thanks a lot.
Well, thank you, lad, for following the YouTube channel and Eon Network, where the great place, great games, and great commentary.
Gamer Boy now still one half of the person that is last man standing here in this match. Also not Generu. I believe that's how you pronounce that. Demon Slayer is amazing is what Not posted in the chat, and I have to agree with that as well. Demon Slayer has been tremendous. Demon Slayer definitely has a huge story, and he wants to finish that story as becoming the champion.
No. What story? I mean, the story that come back. I mean, Kai Too Crazy just got that kill, I think.
He did! Kai Too Crazy knocking down Gamer Boy, I believe. And Kai Too Crazy has 2 more. Listen, he has 2 points in total, but I'll get back to what you were saying, because I think I know exactly what you were going to say. But before we get to that, however, the fact that Gamer Boy was, again, second to last in this round goes to show the type of person that Gamer Boy is. Seems to be very talented in this game.
Yeah, I mean, these two are great, and Kai Too Crazy and Game Boy is very talented players here.
I have to agree with you, but you were about to say something. The comeback story for Demon Slayer. Go ahead. What were you going to mention?
I was gonna say that, you know, with this commentary what was I gonna say?
You were talking about the comeback story, and I believe you were also going to say that you agree with me that Demon Slayer is going to win tonight.
Yeah, Demon Slayer is gonna win today. I'm sorry, I hear stuff in the background. I believe.
So you agree with me then? Wait a minute. This entire time you were saying that Mist was going to win. Now you just agreed with me.
Wait, you conjectured to me. No, but you know, Mist deserves to be, Mist is doing everything that he can. Mist is a champion for a reason. He's going to do anything that he can in the championship. You got Kai Too Crazy, another one that's a great contender for a championship. Demon Slayer, he's talking about having a comeback story. He's been out for how many years, and like, no disrespect to Demon Slayer, he's a great player. I will be looking to see who comes out victorious in the championship later on.
Gamer Boy, the shot right there to the midsection against Kevo Box. Box now officially eliminated. Go back to what you were saying. Again, I mean, they're competitive. They're incredible competitors. That's the bottom line. For all intents and purposes, as Mist now has been eliminated by Kai Too Crazy. Tremendous kill by Kai Too Crazy. But yeah, you're right. They are incredible players, right? They have a lot of passion for this game. They have a lot of respect for the game. And they have so much energy and intensity every single time they get in here. It drives them. It's allowing them to stay determined and focused and to be driven in being the best they can be. And that's exactly what it's all about here in Eon Network, to try to drive yourself to that level, a level in which nobody else can meet you at. And wait a minute, Gamer Boy now, yet again, oh my goodness, that was Eat Yourself Out. He almost got eliminated by Gamer Boy, but it was Eat Yourself Out, who actually planted, did you see that? He planted that little plot, that spike, or at least those types of spikes, that actually blew from the top of the building and eliminated none other than Gamer Boy.
I love that you said that name, because I was not going to pronounce that name. But, yeah, Kai Too Crazy is doing great thing. You know, it's now Kai Too Crazy and Demon Slayer.
Oh, this is going to be a lot of fun. I cannot wait for this one. Demon Slayer versus Kai Too Crazy, a potential championship match down to the road. I mean, imagine if Demon Slayer does win the championship tonight and then Kai Too Crazy ends up becoming a #1 contender. This could be a future championship match in the making here, and we're getting to see it live tonight.
Demon Slayer might get the upper hand on Kai Too Crazy. These two are battling head to head. Kai Too Crazy is trying to do everything he can to knock down Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer is almost out of health.
Demon Slayer does not want to mess up.
Kai Too is almost out of health now.
You're right. Both of these gentlemen are very, very close when it comes to health. I mean, Demon Slayer has 37, whereas Kai Too Crazy has 34. But you saw what Kai Too Crazy was able to do. He was able to drink the potion that allows him to gain more health here. So obviously, out of the two, Kai Too Crazy definitely has the advantage when it comes to health. But again, who's going to have the advantage, though, when it comes to getting the kill? We will find out. And that is Kai Too Crazy, who caught Demon Slayer by surprise. Kai Too Crazy has reached to his 3rd victory here tonight. Now, I'll tell you one thing. Mist is at 4 points. Kai is at 3. It is still possible for either Kai or Mist to win this matchup. But if there is somebody in this game that perhaps is able to bring the fight, they could possibly still show a sense of message, or at least a message being sent in behalf of the player.
I see the only two messages I see is I see one from Miss is saying he's gonna do he still the king of Fortnite, and I see another message from Kai2 saying, you know what, Miss, I'm coming after you. If you win tonight, I'm coming after that title. That is
The fact is, well, you're right. And Mist is currently at the top of the mountain, per se, but Demon Slayer is still climbing up that mountain, and it's very much close. You can actually see here that this is going to be a very intense battle between Kai2 Crazy and Mist. Now remember, whoever has the most amount of round wins by the end of the round 10 will officially win this matchup, meaning Mist and Kai2 Crazy are the only two in this lobby that can win this game. Anybody else, unfortunately, cannot win. They did not win enough, so therefore they cannot win this game. But it doesn't matter, because in my eyes, they're all winners, at least to me. All these great guys, these great competitors, these great players really taking the time to join us here tonight and really have a fun time nonetheless. And that's all that matters at the end of the day.
You know who will win by the end of the day? It'll be me, because I win if this game gets canceled.
Well, it's not going to be getting canceled anytime soon, T. What is your problem with this game? I just don't get it. It's so lively, it's fun to watch, it's vibrant, has a lot of great action, people have so much fun in it, the great fans and members get a chance to play and have fun in it. I'm not quite sure why you're such a negative Nancy when it comes to this game.
I like the old Fortnite.
A lot of people would agree with that, but still it's a great game tonight, as Black Goku is here, and you can see here Gamerboy still alive, Kai2 Crazy as well. Twitch Mist, the champion, is alive now, and
okay. So, if you have the name Black Goku, you have to have the Black Goku skin.
I'm sure he has it. I'm sure. Black Goku on the other hand.
Yeah,
Mr.
Black
Goku, I guess. You're wearing your Goku suit, right?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Oh, it was.
Black Goku was awesome.
Indeed he is, and Kai2 Crazy might be awesome tonight, looking to win another one here. Kai2 Crazy perhaps is also trying to build some momentum after he did win for a third time, meaning that he would love to tie it up with Mist in this round. If Kai2 Crazy does win this round, he's going to tie it up. Mist is at 4 points again. 4 round wins for Mist, Kai2 Crazy at 3. So currently, Kai2 Crazy is on a mission to make sure that he's going to try to tie it up here in this round, and then on the mission to try to top Mist in the next round. Can it happen, though? We're going to find out in just a matter of moments.
I like what Mist is doing right now, gaining health. That's what you need to do to stay in this game, to regain your health and keep on fighting, because you know what is the prize, to be the last man standing and also defend and keep that title.
Well, that's what Mist is all about as well, trying to make sure that he, well, claims his credibility, as Goku just got eliminated in behalf of Kai2 Crazy. For Mist, it is about making sure that he gains his credibility. He does not want to lose a couple of matches here that allows people to go, wow, I thought he was a champion. For Mist, he wants to make sure he does everything under his own power to make sure he, well, maintains that credibility. He maintains that viewpoint of people going, that's the champion right there that I got to take seriously. Mist, again, is going to do everything he can to win this match, but is everything he can enough?
It looks like it is, because Kai2 Crazy looks like he's almost out of there at 70 health, Kai2 Crazy, and look like Smith is outside the safe haven. Look like
it's over. It's over. Mist did indeed win. Mist did indeed win. And if my calculations are correct, so next round is going to be round 9, right? Okay, so
I think so. Yeah.
So okay. So Mist is at 5, Kai2 Crazy is at 3. Hypothetically speaking, if Kai2 Crazy wins round 9 and wins round 10, he would be tied with Mist, and therefore it would be going on to overtime. But it's going to be so much pressure now for Kai2 Crazy, because this is the final round. He cannot lose this round, otherwise he's out. He's got to win this round, does Kai2 Crazy, and he's got to win the next round to keep this game going, to make it into overtime.
I think if we know Kai2 Crazy, and we do, Kai2 Crazy can do it. I mean, we've seen Kai2 Crazy in this situation before. Kai2 Crazy can get the upper hand in this.
And I agree with you. I agree with you, T. I mean, you did say he can, and we have seen it in the past, as you said. Perhaps maybe he will, of course, make it happen tonight. But that's going to be up to Kai2 Crazy. If he's going to be 100% focused, if he's going to be making sure he's going to be playing his cards right in this game. A very highly competitive game, but also entertaining game.
Yeah, Mist, Mist and Kai2 Crazy aren't the that these two play a really hard game, and they are serious with the game. You know,
Well, they are.
Play real hardball here.
That's exactly what you're going to have to try to present yourself. You do not want to lose credibility. Again, using that word again, it's all about credibility, trying to brand yourself as being one of the best of the best as Black Goku got eliminated. But going back to what I was saying again, it's about credibility. It is about branding yourself as the best. It is trying to make sure that you impress everybody, but also prove to everyone that you do have what it takes to be a champion. But more importantly, prove it to yourself that in your heart, you know you can indeed win the big one. And it's all important for these guys.
Look like Levani, a new acquisition. Levani is trying to get in here and do some damage on the competitors here tonight.
Levani, definitely a new acquisition, also joining us here tonight. Speaking about joining, more people are joining us, but Levani got eliminated by Gamer Boy. And once again, Gamer Boy, though, looking quite impressive in their T. He's a new he's a new competitor in this broadcast, but nonetheless, he's looking good. But look at Demon Slayer, begins to build upward, but got shot by Kai2 Crazy.
And that's what I'm talking about, you know, Demon Slayer has to stay focused on this match later on tonight. He's in it for the championship. So, you know, these losses against all these great competitors, Demon Slayer is a good competitor, but is he ready for the championship tonight?
But in Demon Slayer's defense here, T, think about it this way. This is a free-for-all match, right? He has so many different opponents that he's got to worry about. He's got to worry about the opponent in front of him, to his left, to his right. He's got to watch from behind. When he's with Mist one-on-one, there's nobody else that he's going to have to focus on except for Mist. So it's going to be a bit easier for Demon Slayer to focus on the task at hand.
Mist got to do the same thing, you know, he's competing against all these competitors, so does Kai2 Crazy. I'm just saying, you know, Mist and Kai2 are the two that you gotta watch out for, and I mean, you gotta watch out for all these other competitors too, but these two are the main people that you gotta watch out for.
Well, now it's pressure cooker time for Kai2 Crazy. Remember what's at stake. If Kai2 Crazy does not win this round, then Mist officially wins it all. But if Kai2 Crazy wins this round, then he has a chance to perhaps maybe put it into overtime. It's all about Kai2 Crazy's movement, and it's all about his moves, and it's all about the way he plays his cards in this matchup. If he's able to do it smartly, then I'll tell you, Kai2 Crazy definitely has a great chance.
They have a better chance if this game... Never mind. I'm gonna keep saying the same thing. This game get canceled, but you know, Kai2 Crazy and Mist are doing exactly what they need to do. Mist is trying to take it to Mist, and that's what Kai2 need to get that point again. I think Kai2 can.
Kai2 Crazy here, T. Has to be quick-witted, and he was exactly that way. He just did it right there. Being quick-witted, and he was able to do that. He presented himself as a quick-witted individual. Very, very supple as well. And the fact is now, Mist has been eliminated. Kai2 Crazy has made it into his 4th victory. Now, interesting here, a very interesting developing story, because ladies and gentlemen, up next, it is the final round here, and the fact of the matter is this. Kai2 Crazy's at 4. Mist is at 5. Again, hypothetically speaking, if Kai2 Crazy wins this round, then we are looking at a tie between Mist and Kai2 Crazy. So then it would go into overtime, and the first to reach to 6 will indeed win. And I could agree with Fun Night 1234 over there on Twitch stating, quote, a tie would be crazy. It indeed would be crazy.
It would be definitely crazy, and you know, these two can do it, because like I said before, we've seen this happen between Kai2 and Mist, that they keep running up each other, you know, one score after another. So Kai2 could make this into a tie, because we've seen it happen before, and it's always a banger.
It's happened before, and it can happen tonight. But it's all about Kai2 Crazy, as I stated before. It's going to be up to him. He proved it in the previous round. Is he going to be doing it again in this round? Gamer Boy, though, shotgun by Mist. Hey, that was a great show of performance there by Gamer Boy, in my opinion. If that was the final time we saw Gamer Boy in this game, then that was a really good performance, if you ask me.
Yeah, great performance and looked like Dev almost fell to his death here. Dev is a new acquisition. Looked like Dev was trying to um get back, get in this and do some damage as he trying to knock down his opponents.
Not only Dev, but also Kaiju Crazy trying to get back into this matchup. Goes after Agent Isaac. Isaac has been eliminated by Kaiju Crazy. Kaiju Crazy really so vicious at times as well. He is so brutal when it comes to his matches here on Fortnite. And we just saw a glimpse of that moments ago. And this is the type of Kaiju Crazy that we need. This is the type of Kaiju Crazy that he's going to have to try to exemplify. Kaiju Crazy is like I said, he's on a mission. And that mission is to indeed get back on the top. And he's got a way to do that in this round if he does win.
He wants that championship from Miz. He wants Miz to win tonight in this championship so he can take it from Miz. That is what his agenda is. And if Miz wins, we're gonna see Kaito versus Miz again. And Kaito will get the championship.
And let's not forget here, team, I mean, Kaiju Crazy is the Rocket League champion. He defeated Potato, one of the best on Rocket League a couple of weeks ago, one of the greatest, if not the greatest Rocket League match that you and I got the chance to call. Kaiju Crazy has won a championship finally, but it's Fortnite, however. Kaiju Crazy has been eyeing on this game. It is this game himself that he said he wanted to succeed in. This is the game that has yet to provide a success for Kaiju Crazy's reputation. This is the game that Kaiju Crazy has yet to conquer. He's conquered games like Halo. He's conquered games like Rocket League, as we saw. But is Kaiju Crazy going to conquer Fortnite? And the way he's got to do it is for him to win this matchup and eventually get back as the #1 contender and defeat the champion, whoever that may be at the time. It could be Kaiju Crazy, or I should say it could be Mist, but it could also be Demon Slayer.
I mean, like, we're gonna see. I mean, because I think Kaito Crazy took out Mist a few seconds ago. But yeah, I mean, like, we could get a tie right here because Mist is out right now. So if Kaito Crazy win this round, we're gonna get a tie.
And it is a tie! Kaiju Crazy just got his tie! Kaiju Crazy has his 5th point now! Which means that the matchup continues, and whomever reaches to 6th first will win. And this is going to be good news for the rest of the players because all the other players are going to continue playing, right? And now they have a chance once again to win all 6 rounds, but that's going to be quite difficult to try to win all 6 rounds, or at least 6 rounds in total, to win this matchup. Because again, Mist is at 5, Kai's at 5. Whoever reaches to 6 will win officially.
I mean, it's going to be a hard task to do, but it's doable. I mean, we've seen unpredicted things, right? I mean, stranger things have happened, and no, I'm not talking about the TV show, but I'm talking about stranger things have happened in like these type of games, right? I mean, anything can happen in these type of games, and that's why it is so entertaining to watch these great competitors do what they do on these type of games.
I'm so glad that Vecna didn't pop out as soon as he said Stranger Things, but nonetheless, I agree with you, partner. I mean, this is going to be a very good matchup. I mean, this is indeed crazy. And I have to agree again with Fun Night 124, I should say 1234, who's still commenting on Twitch. He's saying, quote, imagine if Kevin Box wins a round, and saying, quote, also, this is crazy. And it is crazy because, again, we would have never thought it was going to make it to this round, at least to this point. The fact that it's now 5 points for Kaiju Crazy and 5 points for Mist. Whoever reaches to 6 points will officially win. And I got to say, Kevin Box, by the way, in my opinion, is also a tremendous player. Kevin Box joining us very recently here in Neon Network, and a very good player in my mind. And speaking about a very good player in my mind, here comes Ami 2012, who again did make his debut here tonight and is trying to get back into this matchup, trying to make sure he tries to stir up a little bit, try to shake off the cobwebs, per se.
Well, Kevin Bot have been, Kevin Bot have been doing great things here on Fortnite. I would like to see him get on the board. Actually, I would like to see all these great players get on the board. You know, they all deserve to get on the board. They just need to, get their head in the game.
Not only deserved it, team, but also have earned it. They have earned that chance in becoming at least a round winner tonight, as Demon Slayer continues to build and is looking on right across the map, getting shot now by, I think that was Mist, I could be wrong. It was Mist indeed. In the distance there. Matchup again breaking down.
Guy Too Crazy is looking to get the point here. No, he's looking to win here. That is Kaitu's mission. He's looking to cause a lot of damage, and that's what we're looking for.
Ami 2012 officially shotgunned by Mist. And Mist is getting closer and closer to that finale. He's going to have to try to reach to the end. Mist is obviously a man that does not want to lose at any given cost. And Mist now shooting down Gamerboy again. Gamerboy was trying to attack Mist. Mist had that one scouted, and he knocked down Gamerboy as Mist now continues once again his pace. And he's going to have to try to dictate this pace. Kai2 Crazy, Demon Slayer, Kevelbox, and a Yikio joining us here tonight along with Mist for the champion. I should say the champion himself joining us here tonight. Who's going to be the last man standing? We're going to find out in just a matter of moments.
Kaitu's Crazy and Mist are Kaitu's Crazy back on the ground. Kaitu's Crazy, look, I think Kaitu's Crazy is looking to shoot down the tower, and if he does, if he shoots down the tower, that's it for the other opponents that's on the tower.
Yeah, destroying the structure that is built heavily by these great players. It definitely does indeed ruin a lot of people's plan. And look at this. Mist almost got eliminated there. Mist actually is at 6 points here. Aikio has been eliminated, but Mist is at 6 points. Now he reached back to 56 points. Demon Slayer, Kai2 Crazy, Mist, and Kevelbox still alive in this fatal four-way matchup.
You said 56 points, but that's health. Then he's back at 56 health. As you see, Kai2 Crazy is still at 100%. And Demon Slayer is looking. Oh, good kill by Mist to Demon Slayer. That's what I mean. Demon Slayer needs to be on his A game in this championship later on tonight. I mean, Mist is doing just like Demon Slayer and the rest of the competitors, right? He is in this match with a lot of competitors trying to be the #1, last man standing.
But we're going to find out later on tonight again for the championship tee. I got to interrupt you, though, because this is it. We're going to be crowning a winner for sure in this matchup. It's either going to be Kai2 Crazy or Mist himself, the champion. Remember, both of these guys are at 5 points, so it is official. One guy is going to be winning this entire game. Not just the round, but also the game. And it's Kai2 Crazy. Kai2 Crazy wins it. Kai2 Crazy officially now proving to everyone he still is in the game. He still is a relevant superstar, and he still has a chance to win a championship. Kai2 Crazy winning this.
And that's what I'm saying, in the next round, in the next match, the next championship match, he is ready for Mist. He is ready to take that crown away from Mist. He already have Rocket League champion. He's looking for Fortnite champion, Kai2 Crazy. And I think we're going to get that. If Mist wins the championship.
Well, I'll tell you, perhaps maybe Kai2 Crazy's victory here tonight may have knocked down a peg when it comes to Mist's championship confidence. Is the confidence officially drained, perhaps? Is Mist's confidence officially destroyed after the loss? Coming up next, it is championship time. It is Demon Slayer, #1 contender, versus none other than the champion, Mist.
Yeet.
That's up next. It is the championship match. Mist is back here again to defend the title. He is not, again, I repeat, he has not lost ever since he's become a champion. Well, tonight be the night that he loses against the #1 contender, none other than Demon Slayer, who has become a #1 contender a couple of weeks ago, and he became a very, very confident #1 contender. And he believes that Demon Slayer, he can actually knock down the champion. Whoa. Demon Slayer just he shotgunned the champion.
Yeah, that was a very good kill right there by Demon Slayer. Maybe he can get the upper hand against the champion. But that's just 1 point for Demon Slayer. Now he got to keep that momentum up if he's gonna defeat the champion.
I can't believe it. Demon Slayer actually was able to get the first point of the matchup. That actually speaks volumes for our #1 contender. Demon Slayer was able to knock down Mist. Now, the first to reach to 5 points will officially win. Demon Slayer got his first point moments ago. Now it's going to be up to Kai2 I should say, none other than Mist the champion, who's going to have to try to reach back. The reason why I said Kaiju Crazy is because Kaiju Crazy won that tremendous free-for-all matchup we saw earlier tonight. It was a great, great battle. But right now, it is one-on-one between Demon Slayer and none other than Mist the champion. You know, let's talk about the story here, T. When it comes to Demon Slayer, again, it is about that comeback story. It is about making sure he returns here tonight, that he actually is able to exemplify what he's truly all about. He became a champion on Rocket League a couple of years ago, and many years ago, he became the best on Rocket League, but tonight, it is Fortnite, and there's only one way for him to prove he's the best, and that is becoming a champion. But Demon Slayer just lost right there, at least was killed at that moment, by none other than the champion Mist, who also has a very interesting story. The fact of the matter is, Mist has been here over the past couple of months. He's been very, very, you know what? He goes around, he struts around thinking that he's better than everyone. He boasts about his victories and so forth, but there is no denying he's a champion, and Demon Slayer has a huge, huge task ahead of him.
And he can boast about it. He can act like he's Mr. Big Shot, because he is Mr. Big Shot. He can back it up as well.
You're looking at Mist the champion already at the top. Demon Slayer on the hunt as well. I'm going to go back to what you said, though. I mean, I do not agree with that, as I said before. There's a difference between showing humble, at least showing confidence and being humble, as opposed to being cocky and going around disrespecting the members out there.
You know how many times I've been cocky and I've conquered stuff? I won stuff? I mean, I back it up time and time again.
Okay, and how do people treat you? How were you looked at? You were looked at differently. You were looked at as a person that was seen as arrogant because you would use your cockiness and you would use that as an excuse to go after people and to make them feel bad about themselves. And that's exactly what Mist has done. Again, I don't want to discredit him. He's a very good player. He's a tremendous player at that. He's very, very good at what he does. He is indeed a champion for a reason. But I believe Mist, though, can be a much more respectful person, and people would respect his championship reign. But I'll tell you, if Demon Slayer does end up winning this championship match, I guarantee you the fans are going to have a very, very good champion to look up to.
They already have a great champion. The champion is Mist. You have a great champion in Mist, and Mist is showing this each and every single week that he comes out and he show out, and that is what a great champion does. He defends his title each and every single week.
Well, he doesn't defend it every single week, but I get your point. Nonetheless, though, Mist, of course, is able to defend the championship when it's time to do so. And again, I'm giving him that credit. I'm not discrediting at all. I'm not arguing that whole argument. I'm not arguing. What I'm saying is that his personality does speak volumes, however. In becoming a champion, it's also very important for you to make sure you have some respect, some level of respect at least, to your peers. The matchup still underway here, T. And again, Demon Slayer desperately trying to get back into this matchup after what happened moments ago when Demon Slayer did indeed lose to Twitch, aka Mist.
I'm sensing a bit of a jealousy. I mean, like, you're jealous that Mist have this great championship material and that he has this chance to be a champion, and that you want to be a champion and you want to be great like Mist.
Mist has reached to a second victory, and what are you talking about? I have never wanted to become a champion on Fortnite. I'm not even jealous at all. I would never step foot in a Fortnite game at all. That's for the great players to do. That is for them to be at. I know for a fact that I would be the worst Fortnite player of all time, but I'll tell you what, I would at least be humble about it if I ever became a champion. At the very least, I would be humble about it. But again, it's Mist who's showing what he's all about to people, and he goes around thinking that he's better than everyone. That type of attitude, again, really, well, it allows people to look down on you.
I'm telling you, when you get that win, you'll feel different. I mean, remember, it changes you when you get that championship. When you get that championship win, you are a different person. It changes you. It changes the your attitude. It changes who you are as a person, and that is what Mist shows. Mist shows that he can he can talk crap and he can back it up with the wins that he's putting.
But it truly does show who can be strong and a hero, and who can be someone who is weak when it comes to greed, and someone who is very much cocky. And again, for Mist, when he won that championship, he did indeed change a bit more to a little bit more of a cocky side of Mist. a bit more cocky indeed ever since he won the championship, and that is because he believes since he's now at the top of the world, he can go around and disrespect people. And Mist just got his third point right there. Again, Mist now is 2 points away from winning this championship. And again, Demon Slayer, our number one contender. I mean, he ruled the yard on Rocket League years back. He was the Rocket League champion. He would take his hiatus. We would have never thought that Demon Slayer was ever going to return. But he did return, and he returned with a vengeance on Fortnite, that is. And what did Demon Slayer do? Demon Slayer came in with a huge impact. Not only did he return, but he came number one contender as well. And now he's here at this moment in time. He is at a championship matchup now. Do you think Demon Slayer returned and he went this far only for him to lose against Mist tonight? Demon Slayer definitely is doing everything he can for sure to win this battle.
Demon Slayer is definitely trying to fight back against Mist, but I gotta say, I would say, in Rocket League, I would be behind Demon Slayer 100% in Rocket League. And I know what and of course, he's doing a major good things on Fortnite as well. But tonight is not his night. Tonight is not going to be his night. As you can see, Mist just scored for another point.
As soon as he said that, Mist did indeed score his 4th point. He needs one more point, ladies and gentlemen, to retain the title. And for Mist, it is all about that, to prolong his championship reign. And Mist now wasting absolutely little time. And the reason why I believe he's wasting little time here, T, is because he knows, Mist does, he knows that he doesn't really have much pressure, right? He's leading the way with 4 points, Demon Slayer with 1. Mist understands that, meaning that he can actually go out there and try to end this match quickly. And if he makes a mistake, it doesn't matter, because still, Mist will still need one more point to win the matchup. But going back to what you said, however, sure, Demon Slayer, it was on Rocket League. This is not Rocket League. This is a different atmosphere, a different world. This is Fortnite, and one could argue that this is Mist's world, and that the champion himself, the champion Mist, retains his championship win tonight. The champion defeating the number one contender in Demon Slayer.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I say. I mean, this was not his night. This was not the night for Demon Slayer to win. I mean, yes, he looked good. He looked great in the matches, but this was not the time to get that championship from Mist. I see Kaitu crazy getting that championship from Mist.
One thing is for certain, despite what many people may look and view, despite what many people may think of none other than Mist, he does indeed retain the championship, and he's still at the top of the mountain here on Eon Network. But for Demon Slayer, I have to disagree with you. Just because he lost tonight, T, does not mean it's over. Demon Slayer definitely has more chances down the road. And sometimes, and only sometimes in life, sometimes you need to lose in order for you to get better. And Demon Slayer losing tonight could have been a blessing in disguise. Perhaps maybe down the road, Demon Slayer could end up beating Mist. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, Mist is still your champion on Fortnite. He retained the title, and he has won and defeated him every single time he is in a matchup. He defeats each and every single opponent. So congratulations to Mist.
Yeah, congratulations to Mist, and of course, I give props to Demon as well. I mean, because Demon tried his best to get inside and try to beat Mist, but at the same time, was it his time, Adrian? Was it his moment to try to? Did you think he was going to win this match? I mean,
I truly thought he had a shot. I thought Demon Slayer had a great shot. Tremendous player in my eyes. Definitely has a lot of confidence. Not only that, but also very humble at his craft. But again, Mist here tonight. Going to be walking in as the champion. He's going to be walking out as the champion as well.
I know what I would like to see Mist in a Hall of Fame. He deserved to be the first person to be inducted into the Eon Network Hall of Fame. So that's my choice right there, Mist.
Well, I'll tell you, he definitely is a future Hall of Famer down the road. Again, congratulations to Mist, but again, respect to Demon Slayer. I thought he did tremendous in there. Well, ladies and gentlemen, switching gears real quick, we are at the end of the broadcast, and we have one last announcement. Last week, it was Micah who came out and said, "Dad, why did you do this? Dad, why are you divorcing my mother?" Well, ladies and gentlemen, we understand that Micah's father is going to be joining us very, very soon to explain as to why he's going to divorce his mother. We understand that Micah is listening via the broadcast on Twitch, so he is listening in. Micah's father going to be joining us very soon. We're going to find out exactly what that entails up next.
It better be good. Better be a good reason.
All right, let me go ahead and pull this up real quick.
Oh, I love being a heel again. I think my commentary is getting better, Asia. Oh. Oh wait.
All right, so from what I understand, I'm going to have to play this audio. So he is joining us live via satellite. So he's standing by. Anyways, here we go. 3, 2, and 1. We are back on Eon Network, and the anticipated interview is up next. Again, everybody, to reiterate everything, Micah, a lonely, dejected kid, announced a couple of weeks back that his own parents are getting a divorce. He doesn't know why, but he decided to share that to a community that he cares for. He wanted to share it to us, Eon Network, because he felt helpless. Well, last week, he called out his father. He said, "Why, Dad, why? Why are you divorcing my mother?" Well, joining us live via satellite right now, from all the way over there in Washington, please welcome Micah's father, Joseph. Joseph, there's only one question. And the question is, why in the world are you divorcing your own wife? Why are you doing this at this time? Can we pick up Joseph's voice? Wait a minute. Okay, so I am being told that... Okay, yep. I am being told indeed. Joseph has been connected. And Joseph did hear what I asked. So Joseph, I'm going to go ahead and give you the floor. You explain why.
Well, it all started when we realized that we had different goals and values. We wanted different things from life, and it became increasingly difficult to compromise. Over time, these differences led to arguments and resentment, which only made things worse. We tried counseling and therapy, but nothing seemed to work.
T, do you have any comments?
I just want to say, like, what led to the divorce? Like what led to the divorce? Like, was there any, was there anything?
There were too many problems in our marriage that couldn't be fixed. It's a long and complicated story, but ultimately, we just couldn't make it work.
Well, Joseph, my question to you is this. Why... What, did he just leave? I'm being told by our producers that Joseph has exited the satellite call, and he is no longer with us. We're not picking up his signal. T, we got a little bit of an insight when it came to this relationship between Micah's father and mother. Apparently, Micah, again, very, very dejected over the fact that his parents are getting a divorce. But we did hear from none other than Joseph, Micah's father, saying that it couldn't work out, that there were too many problems. It was a long, complicated story. We also heard apparently there was a compromise that couldn't be reached between the two, and how both of them had different goals and values, and at the end of the day, they tried counseling, they tried therapy, but it just couldn't work.
I'm gonna say it like it is. I'm gonna call it fidelity. Is what I'm gonna say. I'm just gonna say right there and there, somebody cheating. Somebody was cheating. That is what I'm gonna rule it as.
Well, we're going to find out more because next week we heard from Micah's father. Next week we're going to be joined by Micah's mother. Micah's mother has something to say concerning this very, very, well, incredibly depressing, dejecting, and heartbreaking story. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, go ahead, T.
I'm gonna side with the mother. Because I didn't like the father's answers. What he had to say. I'm just gonna say the father was cheating.
Well, hopefully we're going to find out exactly what's going on. We're going to find out. Nonetheless, though, ladies and gentlemen, again, next week, it's Micah's mother who joins us live via satellite to explain what's going to happen. But tonight, it was a tremendous battle between Demon Slayer and Mist. Mist walked out of here as the champion, but Demon Slayer did a really good job nonetheless. It was a great, great broadcast here tonight for TM Adrian Matt. Good night, everyone, and we'll catch you in the next broadcast.
Stay yeet!